Hey guys, it's Marshall Tingle with your Superior Ag Insurance Ringside report for this past week, the week of February 23rd through March the 1st. So we have closed out the end of March in a strong way. 2 weeks ago we had all that snow and ice and mud, and this past week was pretty good, and the run and the price is sure enough made up for it. So let's talk about this real fast. So 21,262 head of cattle marketed statewide. If you compare that to the 3,000 we had 2 weeks ago, that's about 18,000 head more this week over last. And if you compare it to a year ago, we've still got it beat by about 2,000 head. So pretty good run all the way across the board. Now here's the market. The market was hot. There's no trends to compare to just with such a light run 2 weeks ago, but I can tell you right now, when you see these prices, these things were in high demand. We're a little piece away from grass still, but everybody's got buying grass cattle on their mind, both lightweights all the way up into your yearlings. These things were rocking right along. So let's talk about this real fast. So the difference I'm going to do this week over usual, I'm going to give you 3 weights all the way up to 7 weights just because the market was so good. And when we get to these yearlings, you'll see that they shine just as well. So your 3 weight steer cattle this past week, they topped off at $450. That keeps getting us closer and closer to that $5 3-weight mark that we've seen out west, and we've still got a whole lot of miles between us and them. So $450 on a lightweight steer is really good. Now, as far as your 4-weight steer cattle, I'm going to call them about $365 to $370 as an average there. They still topped off at $416. Your 5-weight steer cattle, about $325 to $330 as an average there. They topped off at $370. Your 6-weight steer cattle, $3 to $305, somewhere around in that area as an average. Nonetheless, they topped off at $342, and we had 7-weight steer cattle right there almost kissing $3 at $295. So that's a really good sign there. And let's talk about these loads and these yearlings. Start off with some 7s while we're still on the topic, guys. Really good market here. Here's 66 head of black steers, weighed 785 at 283 and a quarter. Then go a little bit heavier, actually a little bit lighter here, mid 7s. Here's 137 head of them, so a really big string of them. All black steers, 759 at 281 and a quarter. Really nice trade there. Jump into your 8 weights. Check these things out. Now, here's 70 head of black steers. These are going to be mostly black steers, just a sprinkling of color in, but not enough to get worried about. 803 on the average at 280.50. Here's 65 head of black steers, weighed 816 at 279.10. Go a little bit heavier here. 61 head of black steers, weighed 836 at 272 flat. Then 60 head of black steers, weighed 865 at 271 and a quarter. And then close off with 63 head of black steers, weighed 883 at 269. That's really good. I don't care where you're at or anything else. It's a really good trade there. But check out some of these heifers, guys. Had an outstanding heifer trade as well. Not 6-weight heifers, but pretty impressive nonetheless. Check this out. Here's 100 head of black heifers. These are all black heifers. 509 on the average at 324. And go just a little bit heavier cut off of them. 90 head of black heifers, weighed 559 at 308. Now, your Holstein guys out there, check this thing out. Here's 50 head of 50 head of Holsteins, big steers. Now, 1161 on the average at $1.86 flat. That's a really good trade on a big set of Holsteins, especially that big, heavy guys. You don't see them that often right here in Central Kentucky. But let's talk about this CME Feeder Cattle Index. We have actually been running right there neck and neck with it and actually surpassed it on a few of these drafts as you've seen. So here's Monday the 24th. Your CME Feeder Cattle Index was 279.44. Tuesday the 25th, 278.73. Wednesday the 26th, 279.64. Thursday the 27th, 281.06, and we closed off the week Friday the 28th at 280.58. So that's what's going on in the cash market here in the state of Kentucky. That's what's going on in your CME Feeder Cattle Index, guys. If you've got any questions about any of this information or you're interested in the LRP policy, there really is no better time than right now, guys. There's a lot of money invested in these cattle going in, or if you've got your unborn calves or your calf crop, there's a lot of money at risk there as far as selling your calves there. If you've got any questions about any of this information or you're interested in LRP, feel free to reach out to the guys. Call Ian Thomas at 859-613-2453. Call Adam Shoemaker at 859-338-4116, or call Cole Clark at 859-865-2980, or check them out on the web at www.superioragins.com. Enjoy this pretty weather. Enjoy these warmer days. Watch out for the wind tonight. Guys, we'll talk to you next week.